Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today on our little farm, we are going to be making biscuits and gravy. It is going to be the last recipe in the month of breakfasts that I did, and George is trying to get the camera. And it uses the same white sauce that I used for making the creamy eggs on toast, except for I add the sausage to the pan, and I use that same pan to make the gravy in, which actually turns out really well. And the leftover biscuits gravy I am going to use to make a breakfast pizza to freeze for later. Alright, if you guys enjoyed my videos, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, and please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any more videos. Alright, let's get going. Alright, the first thing you need to do is you need to get your sausage browning. It's about 2 pounds right here. You only need about 1 pound for biscuits and gravy, but I'm making a bigger batch so that way Dirk has some for the week. So you just want to get it browned up in the pan. And then while I am waiting for the sausage to brown, I'm just going to make up some biscuits. I'm just using a regular baking mix, and I'm using the recipe on the back for the biscuits. And so it just said add the baking mix and then add some milk. That's all it did. Now you can use whatever biscuit recipe you want, or you can just use them for the can. I just am using this because it's morning time and the kids are hungry, and so they don't like to wait too long for their food, so it's what they do. Do it again. I'm doing drop biscuits, and I am, it's just easier that way for me, and they're going to be gone in a little bit anyway. So, and then you just bake them according to the instructions on your baking mix or your can or your instructions. Alright, and you see my sausage is still browning, and I'm just, as it gets brown, I flip it over and pull off some of the frozen bits and keep going. Alright. My sausage is now all brown, and I'm using my handy dandy little meat thingy here, and it's to get it into little fine chunks. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the sausage and put it in another bowl. Okay, now as you can see, I left some of the sausage in there. And in this same pan, I'm going to make the white sauce that I made for my creamy eggs on toast. Except for I'm not going to add the eggs. So in this pan, I'm just going to get the butter in there. Maybe, there we go. And just get that melted. And a little trick that I was taught, if you keep the wrappers for your butter, you can use them to grease your baking dishes. It's something that I was told when I worked at the school in the cafeteria. It was something interesting I picked up. Alright, just keeping melting the butter. All we're doing. And then to that, I'm going to add my cornstarch or flour and milk. Alright, and then I'm just going to cook for about 5 minutes until it is nice and thick. And then I will add about half of my meat. back into it. We'll actually see how it looks. So let's just keep a whisking. Alright, it's starting to get a little bit thicker, if you can see. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. Just gonna give it a stir, and then I'm going to let her sit for a little bit longer. Oops. My biscuits are done. Alright, she is nice and thick, if you can see that. I slotted spoon. So what I'm going to do is add some more of the meat until it looks like a good consistency. Yeah, that looks about right. Alright, and then I'm just going to tap her on top of the biscuits, and there you go. And then what sauce that the kids do not eat and the remainder of the meat, I'm going to make up breakfast pizza to put in the freezer for later. There we go. Bon appetit. Alright, for the remainder of my sauce, I am going to take it and I'm going to make it into a breakfast pizza and then freeze. So first I'm going to make a crust. Later I will do a recipe, probably maybe April or so. I'm going to do breads, so I will do a pizza crust then. But right now I'm just going to make a pizza crust for my mom's, and then I'm going to top it with the gravy, and I'll be back as soon as I get the crust made. Alright, now all I'm going to do with my bread crust is I'm going to bake it 5 minutes before you add any toppings to it. So I'm going to cook it for about 5 minutes, and then I will add the sauce. My very puffy, it's got a nice crust on the top. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the remaining of my sausage gravy, and I'm just going to scoop it and spread it on top. Then I'm going to sprinkle the remaining of my sausage. And then I have some bacon bits that I'm just going to sprinkle on top. And then on top of that, I am going to add my cheese. Now I have some cheese sauce, so I'm going to use up some of that. I'm going to put some cheese sauce on and then sprinkle a little bit of just regular cheese. So whatever cheese topping you want, you can add onions, you can add peppers, you can add whatever you want for your breakfast pizza is what you can do. And then you're going to just wrap it and stick it in the freezer. And then when you're ready to use it, go ahead and bake it at 425 for 15-20 minutes, or until everything is cooked through and it's not frozen anymore. And that's what it looks like after the cheese is topped on it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on how to make biscuits and gravy. And next month, I'm going to be starting different. I'm not going to be doing breakfast anymore. I haven't quite decided which way I'm going, but I know it'll be a month of something totally different. Alright, you guys have a good day, and God bless.